Hey guys, it's Steven. I've got a Bytes chart update for you here. Just so you know, I am on vacation and I am screen recording from my phone. Just got a remote desktop hooked up to my computer, so that's why I'm able to access that. So, just to go over, we left off on the 8th, which was Saturday, and it was about halfway through the day, and we're at about $88 here, and I was unsure exactly what was going to happen. I said maybe we could drop down, maybe we could hold. And as you can see, over the last couple days, we went ahead and tested the weekly support one at $81, and we tested that once, came up to the central pivot, acted as resistance, and then we went ahead and came back down another time not too long ago, and we tested that and we found some support. So to me, this is a very bullish sign. Um, this support was also on a pretty low volume, so basically what that means is there's just not people willing to sell at that price, and that's why we're starting to see a nice spike come in here. And I went ahead and created next, I guess it would be this week's pivot, and I used the numbers 128 as the high, and I used 81 as the low, and I used $88 as the close. And I'll just go ahead and show you that here. The numbers that came up, we have a daily pivot for this week at $99, and support at 70, and resistance at $117. So this is obviously a very bullish sign to have the central pivot at $99. So we should be seeing some volatility into this week, with whether it's news or just people getting ready to accumulate for the upcoming event. So this lower support, very unlikely unless we have like another huge drop in the overall crypto markets. Of course, this could always be in play, but as of right now, we are setting up to move higher. And then on the Bytes to Ethereum chart here, as you can see, we're starting to get a little lift off here versus the price of Ethereum. So for this chart, I used 27 as the low. I used 32 as the high, I think, and I used 28 as the central pivot. And this is the numbers that I got. So I have this 0.029 as the central pivot, and it's kind of nice to see that the central pivot is right where it should be, as far as last week where we had a lot of volume and accumulation at this. This was the R2 for last week. So it's nice to see that. So what could happen is we could see some accumulation here, and support at 0.26. And I do like to see this resistance at the same resistance as last week. Instead of the R3 like it was last week, it's now just the R1. And if we start to move higher, I could show you the rest of the numbers, but I don't think it's really relevant right now. So let's just keep moving on here. So as far as my positions, I was pretty lucky this week. It only spent a small amount of time. I have this top of the range here. It only spent a small amount of time not in my ranges, and I was able to accumulate about $1,000 over the last couple days. So even though I don't have a super aggressive range from 0.025 to 0.028, I do have that range there because that is where I want to. That's where I want to buy. So I didn't. What I could have done is I could have just taken this liquidity position and just been happy with the bytes I accumulated and then close it. But I still think that we could start to see a stronger price of Ethereum. And if we see a stronger price of Ethereum and the Bytes price just kind of stay in this $88 to $90 range, what will happen is the ratio will come down to the support that I'm looking for. So I am definitely risking a little bit by just leaving these in here. And because I do have a very bullish price target for Bytes to move to, as you can see, it could easily just completely rip through my top support here from 0.29 to 0.3. So I am contemplating maybe when the price of gas goes down that um, I might just take that position out because I do want to keep those bytes that I accumulated. And if I just leave that range there, I'll end up just giving those back, and that's not what I want. I want to have bytes for the upside. So you do need to take that into consideration. If the price of bytes starts moving, you have a pool, you're going to lose a lot of upside, and it's going to be very quick, and the fees that you make will not it will not keep pace with the performance of bytes. So for now, I'm just going to leave it, and I'll go ahead and check in with you guys later. So just another thing too is we're using these pools for accumulation. So what I also could be doing is maybe make a distribution range. So I guess just keep that in mind. Another thing I wanted to go over is basically what I'm hoping for, what I'm hoping to accomplish with bytes. I earn about 4 bytes a day, and my goal is always to have about a $400 a day income with those bytes. So the problem comes when we have a dip below $100 bytes, and that's kind of where my liquidity pool comes in. So if I'm able to, at the price of $80, make an extra $100 a day with my pool, that makes up for that $100 difference. If the price of bytes is at $80 and I'm making 4 bytes a day, that's only $320. So I'm kind of using those pools for when the price of bytes is below $100. I'm using the pool to make up that difference, and then once we do go above $100, I'm going to use the pools to distribute my position. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, let me know, and I could go over that some more. So through the 8th, on the 8th, we ended up with about 2 million, which isn't bad. I thought we'd end up a little bit lower. Yesterday, 1.3 million in volume. So we're trending a little bit lower on the volume, but it's no big deal. I like to see about $1 million a day, so I think we'll be able to keep pace with that. So we got about 4 new holders today. About 2,468 new tokens were claimed, and the price has been pretty steady around 84, and now it's about 88. It just moved over the last couple minutes here. Let me see where it's at right now. Yeah, it's moving pretty good off of this support, so we'll just keep an eye on that. As I said earlier, I kind of do want to take this top liquidity range out, but I'm just not ready to do that yet. But that is my plan, is to remove my liquidity pools and just have bytes, so that when we start to see some real movement, I want to be in all bytes. I don't want to give any back. So, yep, my positions here, still at 1,300 for this top range for over 6 days, and then over 7 days I've made $2,200 in the with $22,000 invested, so about 10% over the last week. So I'm happy with that. All right, so just to check up on the floors here, we had just a couple, actually only one season 1 yield 4 listed at 75. Otherwise, we're about the same for the season 1 citizen floor. About the same, just 48 Ethereum. And then let's go ahead and check the outer identity floors. We do have a pretty good amount of tokens. A pretty good amount of outer identities listed now under 10. So these people are just obviously just looking to flip, looking to make some money on the hype. But as Becker said before, we're going to punish the flippers. So I will be looking for that. And finally, just to go over the price of Bitcoin, we found some support over the morning around the $40,000 range. For the month, we have a $38,000 support, so I am still looking for that. And I might actually tomorrow play an options position if we have some sort of gap down to like this $41,000 area. and the overall markets look good, what I can do is I can sell options. You have a Robinhood account. So what you can do is you can sell puts. They're called credit spreads. If you want to look it up, I could always go into that more if you are interested. But you can sell puts, and you can make money even if the price of Bitcoin goes sideways, and also you can make some money when the price goes up. So if you have any questions on that, I can answer that. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. So I'll catch you next time.